All right, we got another bonus game for you guys this week. Scheduling has just been really nice and convenient. So we've got Jade Johnny here versus Jamie Sharp. I want to make sure I got it right there. And we've got, let's see, JJ kicked Jamie's field there. Oh, I'm not muted. You out any mute for me? Yeah, I had to switch it because I need to be able to hear you guys. So usually I deafen myself, but yeah, usually I hit the deafen button and it just does everything. What are you doing? Oh, that's a terrible play. Oh God, I'm flushed. I am embarrassed. I didn't mute myself there. So yeah. JJ kicked Jamie's field, giving Jamie first player and the first player priority. All right, and we see, so he's playing, JJ's playing the Glaciafly and the Vesperoon here. So very low power, right? He's got both flying familiars here at 3 power each. So pretty much I think he's going to be picking every single time. And on the other side here, let me move this around a little bit. There we go. Get everything in view. And then Jamie's got a very classic lineup of Chrism and Illusion here. Just two very good, generally good cards. And then I want to go ahead and pull up their deck list just to kind of see what we're working with. Here is... Alright, let me slide over. This is JJ, so take a screenshot, do whatever you would like to do. Alright. And then after that, let's find Jamie's. There we go. There we go. There's Jamie's. Like I said, very classic lineup. Just got a lot of good stuff here. A lot of one-ofs. A lot of one-ofs here. So there's that. As they get set up, they're mulliganing. They should have mulliganed first. The judge is literally getting onto them for not mulliganing before kicking a field, because that can change your mulligan and what you choose. Alright, so they're resetting up now. Yeah, even though I've been streaming for 5 minutes, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah. A warm-up mulligan. Yeah, uh-huh. All right, so here we go. So Jamie's going to go first. So he should be getting a extra card here. And then he's going to go ahead and after that we're going to see what resources we're working with here. I'm kind of curious what potentially JJ puts down. Jamie doesn't have a ton. He literally has, what, 4 cards? 4 different cards, 1 copy of each for his supports. And then JJ has 3 different cards at 2 copies each. So, Lucky Hat, Alistair's Guide, and then Shaper Magic. So, Lucky Hat is like one of those I really love to do first turn because it's so powerful for that extra draw. Hey, there it is. Speed the Devil. The other one I like is Alistair's Guide for that movement because you never know what fields are going to get turned off, so being able to like shift your guys around is just always really nice. It's probably one of the reasons I like playing Might so much is because of the Self Amulet. I keep looking over to make sure I'm muted in their in Discord. Alright, so just coming down in the middle here. Let's see what fields we're working with. In field 1, we got Oliver's Inlet, so if they move there, they get 1 power. In the middle, we got Sumner Peaks. If they win it, they get to give 3 power to an ally. This is a 3, a 2, and then another 3 of the Haunted Glade. Before scoring this field, KO the lowest powered creature here. So that can include... Oh, Glaciafly on the side. That's so odd. I don't think I've ever seen anyone not play Glaciafly in the middle. He must have something he's working with here. He must have some sort of movement card that he plans to play or something, I would guess. Alright, so right off the rip, Jamie's going to be winning 2 fields. Oh, nice. And then the Owl comes in, giving opposing creature in this field -1 power. Oof, that's really brutal against the Glaciafly. And then Vesperoon coming down, triggering no ally because there are not any in play. Okay, so what is being shuffled? There's like a whole extra deck being shuffled. Shuffling a single card down there. Oh no, it's not a single card. I don't know what's going on. Why is there 2 judges deck? Oh. That's for the solo mode. Oh goodness, they were like, where did this other deck come from? Yeah, they pulled the solo mode deck, judges deck in from the side. Very, very confused. We were all confused. And then they flipped one over and we were like, oh, that's Valentina's, okay. Man, sorry I keep moving the camera around, guys. They keep doing weird things. Alright, your call. Player for initiative chooses which field is inactive. Honestly, I'd pick the one I'm not in. Goes for a Haunted Glade, even though he's winning it. And then just clarifying that even if the field is not scoreable because of the judge's card, the effect will still happen. So you're still going to deal with the KO effect there. I guess he doesn't want to put any of his creatures over there, though. Any of his allies. And JJ making terrible puns. Alright, going to go for a 2 cosplay. Well, we got a Tortu. Classic Tortu play here. No. Shadoon. It's only a... Yeah, it's only a 1 cost, though. Ongoing, when you play an item card, give a friendly creature +1 power. So pretty good for green. So when you start playing stuff like Volt Rocks and Sylph Amulets and things like that, it's pretty good. JJ says all of his cards have speed. Alright, Moonlight Aura, really good special starting play. Because speed, shuffle 2 special attacks into your deck, tokens into your deck, and draw 1. Or draw a card, not draw one of the tokens, of course. Because that would be pretty crazy if you were shuffling and then you instantly drew one. Looking at Miyu over there, because that's what she did in a couple of her feature games. Pretty crazy. I do like Moonlight Aura. Alright, so we're seeing some plays now. Alright, we see a Vort now. More speed coming down. Play a mirror image token. This is pretty good. Help protect your stuff. Saying the wrong terminology. So he's got speed, so he's still going. He still has turn. Another one, Foxtail Necklace. So, just gets to add another exhausted resource with it. Oh, and a Drill Attack. Okay, there we go. Return an ally from any field to its owner's hands. You may move or deploy a familiar. So he's going to bounce the Shadoon back, which is pretty good, because Shadoon doesn't have any debut effect. That's not an ally. You get to return an ally, then move or deploy a friendly familiar. Alright, and so he's going to move to the Oliver's Inlet and then gain a +1 power. So basically overwrites that illusion. I don't know. I think I would have gone to the middle again. It's tough, right? He's really trying to compete with that Chrism in the middle. It'd be better to deny, I guess. So that's 6, 9, 10. So he's got 10 power. Yeah, Jamie's saying he's intimidated because of all the cards that JJ just played. But he did all that just to basically remove one card off the field. Like, the Glaciifly is still putting its power in the middle, right? It didn't really change that much other than getting +1, which just... It would have gotten rid of that anyway as soon as it returned to the bench at the end of the round. So it's not like it was too bad of a deal. And the only thing he did was remove a Shadoon. So Shadoon wasn't like super impactful or anything in that moment. Other than, I guess it was winning that field for him. But realistically, I mean, Jamie can just choose which fields he wants to win. I would go for the Oliver's Inlet because it's worth 3 VP. 1 VP more. So you just drops, you know, whatever. You could literally drop that Shadoon right back to where it was with your other resource. He could also flip his Inspiration to move his Owl if he wanted to. I would wait, though. Yeah, to see what JJ's next play is. Oh, he's going to alt the Mirror Image to gain a VP. Because, yeah, Mirror Images have, like, just tons and tons of tags, so... Gets the KO an ally that was played this round. So curious what JJ does here. Because he's been making a bunch of plays all over the place. He's tied. Okay, playing a lucky hat here. So just kind of stalling out to see what Jamie's going to do. Yeah, if I was Jamie, I'd probably just flip their Inspiration. He's not going to do it. He said he could, but he's going to just pass. Oh, interesting. So we're seeing a Shaper Magic come down. You may reset one creature in each field, then swap the position of 2 fields. So technically could reset the Chrism if he so choose. He's going to swap field location, so he's putting the Oliver's Inlet in the middle. Oh, this is actually a huge play, because now Sumner Peaks is going to be the first one that gets scored. Oh, but he said he's going to intern after that? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's probably a play that could have been done there. He could have won. JJ could have won the other field, like if he had moved. But then, yeah, it's a mess. And then tied in the middle field. And this is probably the first time I've ever seen no field scored on turn 1. It's pretty crazy. Because if someone had won field 1, they could have boosted a familiar or an ally that's in field 2 if they had won the Sumner Peak. So, yeah, I would have put something up there just to get that power. Yeah, JJ did a ton of stuff, only not to score a single VP and prevent his opponent from scoring as well. Adolf, the only thing holding down the game. So drawing, and then a new round of resources. But yeah, I still stand by. I would have moved the bat to field 1. It just gets the Veeps. And boost up your ally to a 6. So then it's just going to be there for the rest of the game. Well, maybe not the rest of the game, but for a little longer. We're seeing double Alistair's Guide. So this is what I was saying. It's like Lucky Hat, turn 1, right, to get the draws for the rest of the game. And then you go Alistair's Guide next, so that way you have that nice movement to be able to shift your guys around. As well as the plus power is really great, especially when you have something like the Glacier Fly that's putting its power in 2 different fields. So more power on Glacier Fly is just, feels really good. And yep, a really good play here. So Vesperoon using its debut to trigger one of your allies' debuts. So going to use that Vortnell to gain another mirror image. And then Allusion up there in field 1. Nothing to debut and hit there. So I guess he could have gone and hit the mirror image if he really wanted to. It has block. Saying that the Chrism wasn't blocked on their screen, but it was for me, so hey, that's what matters. The stream is the most important. There we go. Now we see Glacier Fly classic play. So there we go. Gets to reset something, so reset the Chrism. Or he's just going to forget. That's on him. Yeah, pull it off and then flip. There we go. What are we going to see? Everything is in play. Ooh, that's really good for JJ right now, because he's got power in both side fields and everything else in the middle. Granted, that's only actually 7 power that he has in the middle right now, and Jamie has 9. Okay. And Dad has to go check on the kid. Jamie is, of course, overseas in the UK, so all of his family is down for bed. So thanks to him for staying up and playing a game in the middle of the day for us. I don't mind. How is everyone else doing this fine day? Who's excited for Tuesday? It's almost here. I keep seeing all the graphics for all the stuff coming up. It's really, really nice. All right, and he's back. It's gonna be a good day. Exciting day for all of us Wildhearts fans out there. All right, going for a 2, and we're gonna drop a Hydrofen. Ooh, in field 1. Okay. So it has that nice ongoing of +1. We saw this in really good use yesterday with Miyu's. She had 2 Hydrofens because she also was running the Owl, and they were both just almost all the way maxed. Oof, another drill attack. Return an ally from that field to its owner's hand, and then move a friendly familiar. Yeah, move the bat up to field 1. Yeah, now we're talking. So it's going to move a tame ally now with that Alistair's Guide. You're going to go move the mirror image to protect. Yep. Alright, and then +1. Yeah, of course it's going to go on to the butterfly because it makes the most sense. Yeah, I think abandoning that field 1 or field 2 is the way to go. You're just not going to be able to take it down. That Chrism is so good. The first 2 rounds, especially round 1, Chrism is great. Depending on how your deck is, you can start to really start to be able to handle it a lot better in later rounds. And Chrism loses, I would say it just kind of equalizes. Like, it starts high, but it just kind of maintains the whole game. Where other familiars, right, as the game goes on, their value just goes up and up and up and up. Especially something like the Vesperoon, being able to trigger an ally's debut effect. Like, the better and better allies you get out as the game progresses, you know, the more and more choices you have, the Vesperoon just sees so much, you know, more use. Alright, and then he's going to play the Shadoon once again. Has the Alistair's Guide. Has the Auto to move. Could use it to move the Auto to field 1 to mirror the mirror, and even give +1 to the Owl Illusion if he so chooses, just to kind of help, you know, boost up a little bit over. Granted, JJ still has 3 resources left, so very easily could be. Yep, there's that one. And he's going to boost Chrism. Chrism's got that field unlocked pretty good, but best to be safe. That is a 3 field, 3 VP field, and he is up by 1, so that would just be a further lead for him. So that's a fair play. All right, having a little technical difficulties. All right, we're seeing a double-edged hit coming down now using that lucky hat. Gonna move, so choose one. He's gonna do the second one, move a friendly ally to give an opposing ally -2 in their field. Oof, that feels bad. So it's gonna put it on the Shadoon, -2 on the Shadoon here, and which means the poor Haunted Glade is about to just absolutely annihilate that Shadoon at the end of the round. Alright, Jamie's going to pass here. Debating. Alright, probably debating that inspiration there. I was a little unsure, but he isn't going to pass instead of using it. He's in a pretty, he's not in the best position, but he's in an okay position, right? I think it would have been a little interesting if he had used the inspiration to move the Chrism over to field 3. Because right now, JJ doesn't have anything in field 2, so he wouldn't be winning. But he would be beating out the Glaciafly and the Vortnail, which could be pretty cool. So denying. But still, oh, JJ's going to pass with 2 resources. Wow. Yeah, the Glaciafly adding its power up there to 1 is going to end up beating it out. So +3 from Summer Peak. Gonna put it on the Vortnell just for good measure there, I guess. Chrism will win field 2. And then field 3, he's got 10 power to the poor Shadoon 0 right now. Yeah, JJ's gonna take field 3 as well. So that's really good for JJ this round. So he did the big deny on round in the second round, or first round, sorry. And then this round, he still did the control. He's like super control heavy. You know, the double-edged hits, the shaper magics, and, you know, the drill attacks. Yeah. Round 2, 4 points and 5 points. Ooh, big scores. I think that's the most interesting, is that there's just all the like low scoring fields, but also at the same time like not a ton of VP gaining cards. Little technical, little issues. All right. There's the Self Amulet. That's what we like to see with Might. That support, you may move a friendly creature to an adjacent field. So you slam Chrism down in the middle field, and then if you need to shift him either left or right, he can go wherever he's needed. You know, that's what I like to do if I'm ever running him. Well, there goes that. Okay. So much for that idea. But yeah, I always like to stick a big tent pole right in the middle, and then Self Amulet to move it left or right when needed. Alright, and then Vesperin coming down again. I'm going to activate that Vortnell again for more mirror images. Who needs Trossum when you just have a Vesperin and a Vortnell combo? JJ only has 3 cards left, though, compared to Jamie's 9 in hand. So Illusion, he's going to minus the power onto the mirror image, and then he could move the alt. Yeah, move to the middle. Yeah, and then trigger the inlet for a little bonus power. Why not? Seems pretty fine to me. All right, and then there is. Oh, that's unfortunate though, because now the Glace of Fly comes down in middle. And then you may reset an ally in this field. So now he gets to instantly reset the auto. Looks like he did forget the Glace of Fly though. But that is a May, so that is not a judge step in to fix issue, because it is a May. So if you missed that, that's on you. We're seeing Whistleblow for field 3. That's brutal for JJ. Jamie definitely definitely needed that little boost there. So Jamie's now winning both fields, both active fields. Alright, so Jamie does have the initiative here, so is going first. Kind of curious to see what we're going to see here. Yeah, none of the three pointers are going to do you much good. Well, that's not true. He has a Turpion in the deck. So he could slam down a Turpion and gain 2 VP right now. Would not be a bad play. Let's see, what else could there be? I don't know, maybe a Skyer to hit the Glace of Fly. Not bad. strength training just to kind of stall out, just kind of boost up a little bit over there on like the Chrism. Since the Chrism's blocking, it's a little harder to remove. Could drop a Terra Chick just for fun. Airing would be pretty great right now. Being able to eat that mirror image up there. Shadoon back in that field. That's such an odd play. I don't understand, because that field's not active right now. So why put power there? Unless there's something. Oh gosh, it doesn't even matter. Adult coming down to hit the Shadoon, and it's wild. So yeah, he gains a VP off of it. So it didn't even matter where that Shadoon was going to come. Only thing I can think of is Jamie has a ton of item cards in his hand. He just really wants to get it off. Okay. Oh, and the Alistair's Guide there. So move the mirror image to the middle field. Oliver's Inlet will boost it, and then Alistair's Guide will boost up the Glace of Fly even more. So now it's up to 5. Now it's starting to be a threat. JJ is saying he forgot Oliver's Inlet was in the middle now, even though he's the one that played the Shaper Magic to move it there. Yeah, looking at JJ's deck, he doesn't have a single copy of one card, like a one of in the deck. They're all 2-ofs. I also don't see any 3-costers. Not in the main deck. He's got 2 in the side at 2 copies each, but yeah, none in the main deck. Alright, so what are we going to see from Jamie here? Unfortunately, no Skyer is going to be useful now that that mirror image is in the middle. Still waiting. What are we gonna see from here? They're cracking jokes and they're not playing cards. Alright, it's highlighting. Alright, 2. Oh, we're going for a big one here. So we're seeing 3. We're going for a Lunos. Lunos is a surprise. You don't see Lunos very much, but there's just nice, solid generic. So choose 2 of the following. Draw 2, or +2 power on Lunos. KO an ally in their field, or Lunos gains block. If it gets KO'd, it gets shuffled into the deck instead of going to the discard. So he's going to KO the mirror image and then give itself +2. So now he's winning that field. He's winning the other one once again, so... or still, rather. Yeah. 5 versus 12 in field 1. So Alistair's Guide, debate here. I don't even think you really need to use the Alistair's Guide. I think you just kind of sit where you're at. Like, you're in a pretty good position. Oh, he is going to move it anyways. Just to even more secure it. So, leaving field 2 a little bit unguarded. That Lunos could pop pretty easily here. We've seen tons of removal from JJ, so there's plenty of chance that we could see another one. looks like he's moving everything. Wow. So he's in the Alistair's Guide and the Sylph Amulet here. Dang. They don't have speed. Yeah, yeah. He's trying to do too much. Yeah, no speed. So he was about to swap that inspiration there. All right. Oh gosh. Dang, it's so good. So he's gonna reset his own mirror image, the Lunos, the Auto, and then hit the Chrism and then attempt, but they'll just lose the block. But still, seek 3 now because X is the number of creatures reset that had plus or minus. That was a really good reset spell. Dang. Oof, that feels bad. And he's got 3. He still has 3 resources left, so he's still got plenty of things. Apparently he had a good flop. Man, he only has 1 card left in hand. He really needed that reset spell to dig deep. Man, if Jamie could have like stabilized this round, I think he would have been in a fantastic position for the rest of the game because JJ would just be top decking, like immensely, and probably not even playing everything. It's not over yet. Like he's still in an okay position. It just depends on what JJ's seeing in the Seek 3 that he got. And does reset still have speed? I don't think so. Nope. So Jamie's got to be careful though in this situation. Because he was talking about using the inspiration to move the Chrism. But then he's going to be giving, like, then that field is very much unprotected. Of, like, he's lost a lot of power there already. And then it's a little scary. Here, it could be a Skyer in his future, though. The block has been removed off of the Chrism, and the Chrism's biggest weakness is Skyer, because it just sends it to the bench. It doesn't KO, because Chrism can't be KO'd. So just debating what to move, because right now there's no contest. He has 0 power when scoring in that middle field, so literally he could move an Auto there again and be winning it. But he is going to go there. It is a bigger, like, point field, so I could see, like, wanting to help make sure you're securing it. Are we going to see the Skyer? Oh, the lucky hat. Oh, double-edged hit again. Golly, he's dropping all the doubles. So he's going to move the Vortnail and then give -2. Okay, to the Allusion? Yeah, okay, yeah. To the Lunos. That makes more sense. Also, the Allusion would just reset anyway after the round, so why not just make it permanent onto something that's going to stick around for a little bit, potentially. Oh, no? No Skyer? Okay, he says he's not. He was asking the opponent if they were going to... Asking Jamie if Jamie was passing. Jamie has passed. Alright. 2 resources left. Just 1. Oh, he's gonna go Shaper Magic again. Golly. Oof. Reset one creature in each field. And then resets the poor Chrism. That's a bummer. Oof. Yeah, and it's a May, so if just in case you were the only one, like if just the Glaze of Fly was still alone, you wouldn't have to reset it. So that's good at least. What are we doing here? Oh, okay. It's an interesting play for sure. That's not how that works. Jamie's like, oh, you swapped the fields. That means this field is still inactive, right? Nope. The new field is inactive. Wow. Pro players, let me tell you. Not really. We're all here to have fun. Is 6, 7 versus 6? Yeah, I wouldn't say he's handedly got it, but it's close. Oh no, with the Glaze of Fly, yeah, of course. The Glaze of Fly will definitely make it handily. Handedly? So is he passing? They're talking about scoring. So the Glade would KO the Mirror Image and the Adult because they're both 1 power. No, looks like he's got one more. One more inning. Hey, Pengost. I love the Pengost. This is a fantastic special card. It's got speed. It's a debut. Shuffle 2 special attacks into your deck. And then KO, play 1 mirror image to the token in the field Pengost was in. And he's got speed, so he's still going. Although I think Jamie passed already anyway, so. Oh, JJ thought all fields were active. Yeah. See, that's why I always like to put the judge's card right on top of the field. Right on top of the field. You can't get it. You can't get confused. Well, I guess you still could, but it's a lot more difficult to get confused. Alright, now he's passing. So both those will get KO'd, and then JJ will win field 1 for 3 points, and then Chrism will win 3 points for field 2. So all those plays, and they're just splitting fields. And JJ has no cards in hand, and doesn't have initiative, so he's only drawing 2 cards. Alright, so our score is 9-9. Wow. Oh yeah, he's trying to give the power from the Summer Peaks to the familiar. Nope, only to an ally. I'm gonna give it to the Adult. Alright, so now we're going into round 4. So this could be this is pretty big. They're tied up right now. So depending on what the flop is. Jamie has a good grip of cards in his hand. JJ does not. JJ's got some moves though. He does also have a lucky hat to draw him an additional card. That again, that lucky hat being there round 1 probably saved him. Oh, sorry. They're not tied. 7-9. So there is a 2-point difference. Hard to see when it's sideways like that. All right. Ooh, strength training. I used to put strength training there a lot, but the thing is, this is the final round. You're going to support, use this. You're only going to gain 1. If you were just to play it, you would have gained 2. So, and you stall out. You'd have play behind your opponent. So yeah, I definitely would have held that myself. Especially, like, you could maybe debate it round 1, maybe round 2, depending on what your setup is. If you're running Kindolf, you absolutely never support it. Ever. Always play it with Kindolf. This should be interesting. So, Vesperoon coming down. So it's going to go Mirror Image or 2 special attacks in the deck. The deck is, like, you've already pretty deep into the game. Like, the chances of drawing into those special attacks is pretty low this late. So Mirror Image makes way more sense right now. And it looks like JJ is going pretty deep into the Haunted Glade, which is a little interesting. Some intense listening. Was I muted? Was I not muted? Oh, I don't know. Did I get unmuted? Weird. I'm asking the judge right now if what happened. Very odd. Sorry about that. If I may have thrown things off a little bit. Somehow I might have gotten unmuted for the players. Yeah, so playing the mirror image there this late in the game makes more sense. Once again, you see the Glaciafly in the middle, and then just going double familiars up top for 11, and we see 6, 9, 12, 14. Yeah, 14 to 11 there, but JJ's field is full and Jamie's is still empty. So, well, not empty, but it's got 2 spaces available. What do we got? Slow it down. The field worth the most VP is inactive, and you get to choose. Oh, you absolutely shut down field 1. Because there's no contest. Like, he doesn't have any power in field 2. I guess he could also do field 3 if he was, like... Yeah, field 3's not... Oh, no, it's only the 2 highest, so it's just those 2. It's not... Slow it down. Cannot do that one. That's not... Yeah. Yeah, they're making jokes about UK Field 1 or American Education in Field 1. Yeah, that one makes pretty good sense to me, because, I mean, JJ's capped there, but at the same time, like, he's capped on creatures that can go there, but he's also winning by a good margin because of the Glaciafly. So what are we going to see here? A Skyer on the Glaciofly would be really good. JJ does still have access to his inspiration as well, which is scary. So 2. I think using the... I wouldn't use those 2 resources. I'd probably use... Yeah, the top 2, or you just kind of wait it out. Like, if you know you got something else to play, just play it slow. Don't move your familiars yet. Why a Sparrow in an inactive field? Oh, because... No, it's wild. Yeah, no, I thought he was setting up a play with the Alistair's Guide support to move it, but it's wild. It's not tame, so he can't move that one. I would have played it down here somewhere. Yeah, he's gonna win both fields this round. I don't know if he realizes that. He might not be thinking that far ahead. -1 on the Sparrow. I probably would have hit the Chrism. Just to get rid of that block. Set up a Skyer play for when the Sylph Amulet moves. Oh. So just when the hand is getting empty, he does manage to draw into the Alistair's Guide for turn. That's huge, because he definitely needed that so bad. Yep. Yeah, asking why play Sparrow in an inactive field. Yep. The play's been done, but the other judge is just curious. It's like, why play Sparrow to an inactive field? It's a wild creature. You can't move it with the Alistair's Guide. You don't want to waste your Sylph Amulet to move it when you can move the Chrism. He's still confused. Not confused, but he still like has that memory of like making the inactive field the Sumner Peak instead. Oof, rough times. Yeah, then draws off of the Lucky Hat. Yeah, I would have. If Sparrow on the Lucky Hat made more sense to me, but you know, it is what it is. The turning off the movement also makes sense, so it's a tough call. Knowing that JJ had the Alistair's Guide, though, probably does make more sense to hit the support Alistair's Guide just to get rid of that movement. But if you hadn't known that he had Alistair's Guide, the hitting Lucky Hat, I think, made more sense to me. Because he only had 2 cards in hand. He was about to play 1, and he would only have 1 left. That Lucky Hat has kept him alive, like by the skin of his teeth, this whole game. Just staying 1 step ahead at every turn. JJ's just barely stayed 1 step ahead here. Yeah, and he's asking if I used it. He's like, yep. Used it on that illusion that didn't even matter. 8 cards in hand. He's got to have some kind of good plays here. I feel like I would move the Lunos, right? Is Lunos wild or tame? I feel like it's tame. Yeah, it's tame. Use the Alistair's Guide to move the Lunos down, move the Chrism to field 2, and then play a little bit more on the Lunos on field 3 to help him out. Yeah, it's tough. You're using the strength training to power up the Lunos. He keeps asking about field 1 being active, and it's not active. Sure, it's... Yeah, something will still die. I don't know what's going on. Asking about reprieve. Oh, interesting. So he wants to reprieve onto the golem. Yeah, so cannot reprieve. Not in the benefit that he wants. Eight cards. You gotta have something. Play something to the Lunos. Like, move the Lunos. Play something to field 3. Move your Chrism to field 2. Alright, so now we're finally going to see the movement. Seeing some movement shenanigans. Oh, he's going to play the reprieve anyway. Oh, man. I was just thinking if he had moved the illusion down, could have been interesting. Gain that VP. And then moved. Yeah, if he had just moved out of that field first, either way, he could move the Chrism first with the Sylph Amulet and then reprieved. Yeah, I would have played Terrachik first. So give... Okay, so he's going to gain 2 power under the Chrism and then play the Terrachik for free. He's got 1 resource left. He's still got the Alistair's Guide. So, Sylph Amulet first to an adjacent field. It's got to go to the middle. Alright, and then you move your Lunos then. The Sparrow does not. Yep. I move the Lunos. Oh, he could move. Oh, I didn't even consider that. He could move the Onalt out of that field and then just place some kind of 1-drop in field 3. It's not bad. Although moving the Lunos also is like equivalently the same. Yeah, because they're both 4s. Yeah, so move the Lunos and then give the plus power to the Chrism just to help it out. The issue is if they split fields here, he still loses. Right? Because it's 7 to 9. He needed that reprieve. If he could have played the reprieve now, he could have played reprieve right now and then on the illusion and gained VP, 2 VP, and then he just needed to win the field that he's in now. And yeah, could have taken it. Granted, JJ still has 3 cards in hand and 4 resources. That was just the only line of play I could see. Oh, he's passing. No 1-costers left. Yeah. Oof. Feels bad. Yeah. Should have done. Oh, he's got one left. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a one cost left. Yep, should have at least burned the the amulet onto the Terror Chick, and then used the amulet to move the Chrism out. Then he could have played Reprieve afterwards on the next turn on the Illusion to give it uh get the 2 VP at least. And then he also could have left the Lunos there. Like honestly, he wouldn't have. He could have left the Lunos there. There's a lot of plays. A lot of plays. Missed opportunities. That Speralt infield one made no sense. That was a bummer. Croshen. Oof. He had a Croshen anyway, so he could have gained VP that way. And then he's gonna get 2-coster here. Ooh, hidden powers. Ooh, yikes. Moving from the creature and ignoring Guardian KO the opposing ally with the highest power in their field. Oh, poor Terror Chick. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. All those plays. Looks like JJ was still gonna probably take it anyways. It's +1 from the inlet. What does that put him at? 7, 9, 13? It's still 1. Ah, okay. So moving the Glacial Fly out so that way you can add that 5 power there. Alright, and he's going to pass now. So no one's scoring that one. JJ will score field 2 because of the Glacial Fly adding its power over there. And then they're going to draw on field 3. So looks like JJ will take the final game of week 2 here. So very nice. Stay tuned. We'll be going into week 3 starting, well, next week. But that's only a few days away. It's Saturday now, so the next week will start on Monday. Maybe we can get some games in. Again, Tuesday is our campaign launch day, so please go follow the campaign. Get ready, because it's going to be